Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today I am working on card lottery. And I know it's not y'all's most favorite things to see, artist trading card. I know y'all tend to not like those videos, but I love making artist trading cards, and I hope that y'all like getting them in the card lottery. Just saying. And please start letting me know that you've received it, because that's really my only way of verifying that I still have a correct address for you guys. And if I don't hear back from you too often, you might have to roll off the list. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. So we're going to be doing some stamping with Distress Oxide inks, and that is list of ingredients in the description box below, y'all. It will tell you what that stamp is, okay? And I cut down my cards smaller than the official ATC size of 3.5 by 2.5 because I want my back piece to be the border around the edge. So I'm using Distress Oxide inks, and I'm going to be heat embossing, and I'm using the Distressed Oxide inks because I figure they will stay juicy enough long enough to make the powder stick. My powder's kind of old, I know. It still has the rubber thing on the top, but that's because I keep it on there. Okay, so we'll see. Most of them it worked, and some of them not so much. So it could have been the Distress Oxides. I've never used them for embossing, so woohoo! And they didn't come out as nice as I wanted them to, these backgrounds. So, what I was initially going to do, I ended up changing my mind and changed my wording there, and it just comes out perfect. The backgrounds is just perfect. Now we're going to do some shrink plastic, because I have a lot of scrap shrink plastic. I have some not scrap plastic too. And we're using the Stazon for this because it dries much faster than the archival, which I would use otherwise. Just saying. Unicorns, y'all. Because unicorns. And I stamped several of them because, as you know, I send out a few card lottery pieces a month, aka Happy Pill. So there we go. And this stamp die set came with 2 different unicorns, and it has a castle floating in the clouds and a rainbow, but this came in the house or the tree set. Those are round flowers. I don't have a die for those, but they're round. I figured I could pretty much cut them out fairly easily, I reckon. So I'm just kind of trimming them out. I'm going to set them aside so they get nice and dry, y'all. Don't try to cut or die cut these when they're not nice and dry, because it'll come off. Okay, so I got a little die. I don't know if I take you over to the die cutting station or not. I might. I think I do in this one. So we're going to use a little piece of old funky washi tape from something. See, one of the unicorns looks like it's flying, and the other one looks like it's just walking. And I think I picked these up at the Tuesday morning sometime or another, because y'all know I shop like that. I'm a sometime or another clearance kind of gal. Okay. Oh, here we are. Over at the machine. So I'm lining them up as best as I could. Now that's the shrink plastic. Plastic tends to stretch even when you use it in a die cutting machine. It just does. But there's a little trick you can use. I've got this piece of scrap cardstock piece thing that I colored over here, and I'm going to use that. I know it's pretty, but I'm going to use that. That goes on top of the plastic, which is on top of the die cut, and they're all facing up. And I have a little bit of a minute to get it through there. And let's see how I did. Oh, and when you're cutting really thin paper, you should put another piece on there as well. It just makes it way more butter. And there we go. Oh, I'm holding it up. You can't see it. Well, story of my life. Off screen, out of shot, you know. Voiceover's all wonky doodles. I'm gonna get it. If you're gonna do shrink plastic and you're gonna hang it on something or whatever, you better put a hole in there before you shrink it. Okay? Otherwise, you can't thread it or put it on a chain or nothing like that, honeys. So I'm just putting holes in all of them. I'm gonna get that round circly flower too. We're gonna put a hole in it. See, I used the scissors to cut around that one. I left a bit of an edge on it too. See, there we go. It's got a hole in it. Crocodile. Now we're gonna heat emboss with heat gun. Heat gun, y'all. A lot of heat gun in this one with all that embossing powder and now this rinky-dinking. And you gotta be careful because that stuff will get away from you. But as long as you can get it heated back up, it'll do all right. Now when you overheat these, but don't ask me how I know, they will tend to not be totally translucent anymore. They get kind of somewhat of a cloudy look to them. And I'm trying to keep the heat gun out of the way, but it's kind of hard to keep it on top of it. And see, it curls all up and does all this weird, you know, flexible stuff, because yeah. And to make sure that it goes flat, I'm going to pick up that acrylic block I have sitting right there, and I'm just going to go bam. Be flat, unicorn, be flat. I'm real happy with how the unicorns and those little round circle flowers, stamped flower things come out. You gotta let it cool. Be careful now. Fan it with your hand. Fan it underneath. Let it cool. These things gonna be hot. Ta-da! Unicorn. Makes me happy. I'm gonna show you. It's got a hose. My pokey tool. See, pokey tool. Here comes another one. Oops. This is the standing one. I'm trying to keep the heat gun out of the way. Heat gun, y'all, a lot. Okay? Oh, it flies away. See, oh. Your best is to just keep it directly over it, but then you can't see diddly. That unicorn's name is Diddly. Until it cools off and hardens back up, it's kind of rubbery like, but don't touch it because it's hot, y'all. Don't touch it, it's hot. Just saying. I think I'll show you melting a flower too. Can you see? You see that one? Ta-da! Because unicorns, y'all. Here's the flower. I'm going to hold it with the pokey tool because it's round. Oh, and it just went bam, just like that, and it was done. That was like really fast, wasn't it? Well, I know this video sped up a little bit, but still, I mean, that was like fast. I think it's only 2 times fast. It's not even 4. So here's my sentiment. I computer printed it, and because my backgrounds weren't so pretty, I had to readjust my sentiment to go with it. And it worked out perfectly. You know, flop-portunities happen. You just got to work with it, okay? So just trimming them down. I think I'm going to ink around them. Y'all know I'm getting so good at inking around stuff. And that ink, that's archival coffee ink, y'all. It looks like coffee and spilled in there, doesn't it? It doesn't smell like coffee, but it kind of looks like it. Just saying. Oh, goodness. So here we go. Anyway, I'm inking around the card, too. I thought about rounding the corners, and I thought, no, everything's so kind of straight edges and, you know, bordery and all that stuff, so we're not going to do that. But wait. I'm going to have to trim that one down because it's not going the kind of, I want to put something right there in the center of that flower thing. That's what, yeah. Sometimes you change your plans if you kind of have plans. I'm going to glue the sentiment down. Okay. Gluing it down. And they all have different embossing powder colors on them and had different oxide inks in them and junk like that. So, but they all get 2 unicorns and they all get 2 of the round flowers, like on that flower tree. But it says, not everything in life is as pretty as we would like. Ain't that the truth? But there's always unicorns. These are scrap pieces of chain. I know it's weird that I would have scrap pieces of chain, but I make different jewelry things from time to time, and I end up with little bits of bots and jump rings. Now, it's kind of hard to get the jump rings on that unicorn because their wings get in the way a lot. Okay? They just do. The round one, the little round flower was pretty easy. So I got to finagle around, and y'all know I get in trouble when I zoom in too close, okay? Because I tend to get off screen sometimes. So apologies if that happens. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a little bit. It's been a couple days since I edited this one. Okay? Okay. So there we go. Jump rings going on. Smooth so far. It's going smooth. And that's unusual for things to go smooth when you got the camera on. That's when your hands get all fiddly and stuff and you drop junk and it's like, oh Lord, what am I doing? I seldom know what I'm doing. Well, I sort of know what I'm doing. It doesn't necessarily work out well always. So, there it is. Oh, fiddly hands. Ink's all over my hands. Somebody put a bobo on my thumb right there. Looks like they scratched me or something. Yeah, it's still there. I just looked. It's still there. Okay. Is it getting in there? Are we ever going to get it in there? I had to open it wider and then I had to spread it apart, which you really shouldn't spread jump rings apart. You should just twist them open. But you know, sometimes you do what you got to do. Now this isn't jewelry, so it's not like somebody's going to be wearing this, okay? And it's a little tiny chain, and my jump ring is really pretty much almost too big for the chain to go through the chain. But I make it work because I make stuff work, whether it wants to or not. I'm like, you're gonna work. And then we'll put an extra ring on this one so it'll be a little more dangling. And I'm like, oh, you have to put that on the chain somewhere. Oh, girl. So here comes the little chain. I know y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm doing real good on staying on screen for this one. Looks like, sort of, down there at the bottom. Need another jump ring. I got some of them are bigger than the other ones. That's what happens when you buy stuff on clearance. And then you get, those jars or bags of stuff, from the charity shops. You can get some good treasures like that, y'all. Just saying. But you got to be willing to dig through junk. Okay, so we pretty much already know how to do all that, but I showed you anyway just in case. Now here comes an interesting part. We're going to poke a hole in that flower center. Get it on the hole poker. Poke a hole. Punch a hole. Here's an eyelet. I had problems setting these eyelets, y'all. I was doing something wrong. I just don't know what I was doing wrong. Some of them I had to go beat with the hammer to smash the back down. I don't know. Anyway, get ready. Oh, I need a piece of, this is really thin floral wire. It's like 100 gauge or something. No, it's not that thin. But it's really, it's floral wire and it's really thin. So I'm going to drop that open end of the chain into the little eyelet there. Y'all could see that. I could see it on my screen, so I know y'all could see it. And I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to twist it. Okay? Because I don't want these chains coming out. I don't want them necessarily working loose. So if the chain comes out, it's because you pulled the heck out of it and pulled it out. Just saying. Okay? So we're gonna tape it down, and that is paper medical tape, and its stuff stays stuck. Just in case you are curious about it, that stuff stays stuck. I don't know the brand. 3M. I can see that inside that roll. So I'm going to put that piece right there. I'm going to wrap it around the chain, smoosh it all down. I'm going to put another one on there. Now I'm going to bend up the arms of that wire that I put through there, because now I'm going to hook it onto there. I'm going to put some more tape on it. So that's taped on there really good. Don't need no glue. There we go. Look. Now they're flying. Well, they may be chained up, but whatever. They're still flying. But there's always unicorns, y'all. Because unicorns. Now I'm going to put some gems on here, because I thought, well, the background's homely enough. Let's just put a little blankly on there. Blankly. So now they get different colored gems. You know, well, this one's going to have 2 matching colored gems, but so guys. I thought, I want something else. So we're going to just put some glitter glue on the moon right there. Now, it's not super heavy glitter glue like Stickles. I don't have no Stickles. All I got is that Studio G glitter glue, and I'm trying to get that back inside the moon shape. Get back over there. Makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy. I hope watching this video made you happy. Did you watch this video? Well, you wouldn't tell me if you didn't. So now we're going to glue our back on. Now remember, the ATC front is a bit smaller than the official 3.5 by 2.5. Okay? Because this is my back, and I want it to, frame it. I know I'm putting glue all the way to the edge because I forgot that's what I was going to do. And this is where I remembered. I'm like, well, anyway, it'll be all right. It will be all right, because I said it will be. So I'm smashing it down pretty good. Now, I can't roll it with my little wooden roller thing because, it's got that chain in there. Oh, photo montage. Aren't they cute? Because unicorns, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you, your valuable time, your kind comments, your thumbs up, your shares, and I just appreciate everything about you. Really, I do. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.